Yesterday, I stood in front of the mirror completely naked and I was totally shocked and surprised and had a huge smile on my face. If you knew me in my 20s, you would understand how powerful that is. I'm Karen Pascal, author of The Power of Self-Belief and my new ebook, From Midlife Crisis to Midlife Creation. And if you're in midlife or a widow and you're ready to be empowered and look and feel your best in your next extraordinary phase of life, follow me for more. When I was in my 20s and I would look in the mirror, I would cry. Not just because I wasn't happy with what I looked like, but it was more of the chaos I was living inside. I was loving people, places, and distractions, but I wasn't loving myself. And the more I chased happiness outside of myself, the worse I felt. Out of control, disconnected, and small. I even married someone out of self-loathing, and of course that ended as painfully as it started. But yesterday, at 47 years old, as I stood in front of the mirror completely naked, I felt incredibly beautiful, strong, radiant, and vibrant. And here's the wild part. I used to think my 20s were supposed to be my prime, but they weren't. Midlife is where the real transformation happens. When you finally choose to be the creator and not the survivor. Moving from Detroit to Colorado, choosing peace over chaos. Choosing expansion over stress. Choosing my highest self over old patterns. And that is what created the woman I am now. And none of this happened by accident. It came from the 5 steps that I teach in my new ebook. The exact steps that took me from midlife crisis to midlife creation. From crying in the mirror to smiling and beaming with gratitude. From self-loathing to self-loving. Part 2 drops tomorrow, where I'll share the exact few things I do at 47 that made my body stronger, fitter, and more radiant than I ever was in my 20s. Without dieting, without going to the gym ever, without extremes, and without punishing myself. Midlife isn't a decline, it's a rebirth when you decide to become a creator.